All right, buckle up, folks. Today we've got something spine-chillingly special for you. Creepy pastors who did some really weird stuff. Yes, let's dive in. First up, we have the story of Ohio pastor Anthony Haynes. He assaulted a juvenile girl from 2014 to 2017, which took place at the Greater Life Christian Center. In fact, it wasn't just him alone. He shared her with two other pastors, Pastor Kenneth Butler, now of Kingdom Encounter Family Worship Center, and Reverend Cordell Jenkins. The victim said she didn't think anyone would believe her because of his position as a pastor in the church, so she just let it happen. She said he said that he was going to be my protector and stuff, so she did end up living with the pastor. Despite the overwhelming evidence against him, Haynes didn't let up that he wasn't guilty, but he kept saying, "I'm not a pervert," and pleading for mercy from the judge on behalf of his family. The judge had enough of his pleas, though, and gave him a life sentence for his crimes after the sentencing. During his speech, all Haynes could talk about was how the last 27 months had been hard for him despite all the evidence being against him. In the end, he was arrested and charged with conspiracy to engage in sex trafficking of a minor sex and trafficking child exploitation and was given a life sentence. Next, we have the twisted tale of Floyd Strickland, a former pastor from Kalamazoo, Michigan, whose case will leave you questioning everything. Picture this: a seemingly quiet county, a revered man of the cloth, and charges that would make your blood run cold. Strickland faced a laundry list of accusations, from third-degree sexual attacks to human trafficking of a minor. But here's the kicker: he allegedly paid teenage boys to engage in sexual activities with his wife. Yeah, you heard that right. During the sentencing, Strickland played the victim card, claiming it was all a witch hunt orchestrated by political foes, NAACP members, and even his own church. And brace yourselves for this. He mocked the plea deal, pled guilty to one felony count, and got a seemingly lenient 12-month sentence. But here's the real shocker: no registration as an offender or probation. Talk about a deal, right? Strickland showed zero remorse, accused the prosecutor's office of lacking integrity, and even criticized them for supposedly overcharging people of color and poor whites. Next, we have Pastor Williams Randall. Imagine a man who, beyond his pastoral duties, harbored a sinister secret, preying on a victim from the tender age of 12. With each assault, he coerced her into silence, threatening to obliterate both their lives should she dare to speak. This persisted for a harrowing 6 years. Tragically, the victim, ravaged by the abuse, endured a stroke at the tender age of 14. And it wasn't until she turned 19 that she summoned the courage to expose Randall's monstrous acts, labeling him a devil in disguise who callously stole her innocence. Randall was NAACP's past president and served as a respected pastor at St. Simon Baptist Church in Orange Park. In a bizarre courtroom dance, Randall, initially denying all involvement, played the victim, pleading not guilty and maintaining his innocence. Amidst disturbing revelations and admissions of guilt, he shamelessly sought sympathy, leveraging his position, age, and alleged remorse. As the court was confused, a plea deal materialized. Randall, confessing guilt to one count while the others were dropped, faced an uncertain fate. The courtroom drama reached its climax when the judge delivered a verdict: 20 years in prison for sexual battery, coupled with the obligation to register as a sex offender. A visibly dejected Randall, aged 76 at the time of sentencing, was led away in cuffs. Finally, we have this former youth pastor, Michael Muller, who admitted to sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl whom he was supposed to guide. This shocking revelation hit the First United Methodist Church hard. Kicked out in 2013, the community was left grappling with the fall of their once trusted pastor. Seeking forgiveness, Muller said he didn't mean to harm anyone, but the damage was done. The court faced a dilemma when the victim withdrew, hinting at pressures from the church. Muller's defense swooped in, striking a deal that reduced his charges to aggravated assault, letting him off the hook for offender registration. Muller's sinister deeds began innocently. Promptly removed in 2013, the revelation shocked a community grappling with the pastor's abrupt fall from grace. Muller, seeking leniency, claimed no intent to harm, expressing remorse too late. Prosecutor Tony Kendall advocated for a prison sentence, emphasizing severe psychological harm and signs of grooming in damning text messages. Yet the court's hands were tied when the victim withdrew, raising suspicions of external pressures, perhaps from within the church. In a twist, Muller's defense brokered a plea deal, amending charges to aggravated assault. He had his ministerial licenses, evading offender registration. The plea deal spared Muller the full legal force, prompting questions about justice served. Facing 5 years of supervision, community control, and a brief jail stint, Muller's sentence appears very less comparable with his crime. Now, all of the pastors we saw here were supposed to guide their disciples but chose to go the wrong way. Do you think they were granted rightful sentences? Do drop your thoughts in the comments section below, and we'll meet in the next episode. Until then, see ya.